Well, hi there, everyone. Christian here. Welcome if you're just finding the Pivot Protocol for the first time. In this video, I want to talk to you briefly here about why symptoms might be worse in the morning. Why? What would cause that, right? This is a question I got a lot recently. And there's a very good reason, okay? But before I get into that, if you're finding the Pivot Protocol for the first time, welcome. Happy to be seen by you. I discovered a very, very old sort of medical secret, right, that comes from a culture that's way, way, way older and different than our own, and what we think of as medical science, right, which is really a good question to ponder right now. And so I just stumbled across this guy. I was actually backpacking in Central America. I ended up in a little pueblo on a lake. It was kind of an interesting artist colony kind of hangout. Interesting travelers, backpackers, right? And some real characters. And I met a medicine guy there who was practicing natural medicine and various techniques from all over the world. And he became my mentor. And during the time that I was there, I studied. I had 4.5 years of really full-time study. And then that bridged into about 3.5 more years of business and running courses together and traveling and teaching and putting curriculum together. And I even went back to school and actually did a medical degree certificate for integrating medical systems. So I was way deep into this. It was a good 10-year, 15-year period of my 30s and 40s, obviously. And so I had this experience, and I ended up teaching in hospitals and bringing this to North American kind of settings. And I created several teaching clinics in different languages even, and trying to share a really authentic version of what was working so well in Central America and what looked so cool. And we made progress. There's no question. I got into Mercy Hospital in Chicago. We had a little clinic on the 6th floor, my business partner and I. And it worked good. The CEO was impressed. She got on a video and said, "Good job." And so I got invited to lecture at various places. I did a presentation at Cleveland Clinic. They kind of got it, right? They understood what I was saying. And so I knew this was coming, right? I knew that some part of the medical system is kind of looking at what about this new thing that we can do to... And most of what I was teaching was how your body can heal itself. That's mostly what I was sharing with them. Mostly what I was showing them was, look, there's this medical approach that allows the patient's body to heal on its own. And it's so minimal. It's so, by comparison to taking pills and getting cut open, it's so absolutely non-invasive. And anybody can do it. And here's the point of this video, which is anybody can learn it too, right? Because even, that may sound outrageous, right? But even if you just have a few fundamental basics. For example, right, I talk about understanding the root cause of your symptoms. So there is a way to read your symptoms as if that's kind of a feedback on a dashboard, right? And so when I say anyone can learn it, even if you just have a few basics, what I mean is take something like symptoms worse in the morning. So your symptoms are worse in the morning. Well, what causes symptoms to be worse in the morning? Not like your blood test, no, right? What causes your bloating, your belching, your burning sensation? What causes all of that? Your abdominal discomfort and cramping and shooting pains, right? Fullness, right? What causes that? Okay, well, if food is sitting in you at night and you're eating big meals before bed because you don't really know that that's not a smart thing to do and that's what's causing your symptoms early in the morning, every morning, then obviously, as stupid as it might sound, right? You shouldn't be eating that meal. Have your bigger meal earlier in the day and go to bed a little empty, a little hungry, right? That's how you get rid of symptoms that are worse in the morning. What it indicates when you have symptoms that are worse in the morning is you really do have too much food fermenting, which would give you gas, bloating and of all kinds would give you pains and abdominal pain, right? If you have a lot of stomach juice running around, right, because you have food in there overnight, That would give you burning. That would give you a burning sensation. So you can understand what causes this. Because we talk about all those heat symptoms. We talk about all those kinds of symptoms where the body is just running and running and running and you can't shut it off. One of the ways you shut it off is to not eat so much at night. Okay? Let your body rest. Let your body come around. If your symptoms are bad in the morning, stop doing that. Go to bed hungry. Have your last meal, before 3 o'clock. This is the kind of advice that once you have it explained to you, you'll never make all the common mistakes again. And that's what the phase 1 material is. So the program I put together teaches you, here's some things that most people are doing, and you're doing 3 of them. I guarantee it. I guarantee you're doing at least 3. Never seen anybody with digestive illness in 20 years, right, who wasn't doing at least 3 of these things wrong. So I really captured all the, okay, here's how you get ready to heal yourself. Okay? And for most people, the phase 1 material makes a huge difference. I mean, if you even have one thing that you changed that was really affecting your health, and like I said, most people will have 3. Some people have like 8, right, out of 13. That's common. That's really common. And so if you even just change these things, what you find is that your body actually starts to, right, I know how to heal this. And you see the body's ability to recover on its own. And that's what I'm teaching you. That's what the pivot protocol is. It's a way of understanding very simple language of symptoms so that when something happens to you, you know how to recognize it and you know exactly what to do about it. So I hope that's helpful to you. And if you haven't signed up for the pivot protocol, you should check it out. That's what you should do. And so click below and we'll see you on the inside. Okay? And I'll talk to you in another video.